You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse. You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse.
Motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes, welcome to another episode of Pato's Powerhouse. Yes, I'm your host, Pato Morningstar, and I am here. Barely. I've only had a few hours sleep, one cup of coffee, and what had happened was this morning when I got off work, I was minding my own business, listening to music, and I got this text message, if you will, that informed me that I would have to go play roadside assistance. Yes. So, needless to say, I got home, took about 2 or 3 hour nap after working all day yesterday and all night. And then I forced myself to be up with a cup of coffee. Took care of business. Now I am back here and I'm trying to, I went to the store too. That's another thing. I had to go to the store. I had things to get because, I'm a real person, I guess, if you want to call me that. What I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that I am testing out this little blue microphone attached to earphones that I found at this, it's supposed to be 99 cents, but nothing costs 99 cents there anymore, and I can't say, inflation still has a little bit to do with it, but a lot of the reasons why everything is so high is because corporations are just bending us over and giving it to us without KY jelly. These motherfuckers are price gouging, it's fucking price gouging at its motherfucking best. The oil companies are doing it, other companies are doing it too, because, stepping on a political landmine here, we have a president and an administration that wants to tax the rich. And who the fuck are the rich? These big corporations that, control everything. Do you know how funny it is, or how fucked up it is, if you really think about it? It's hilarious, or it's just like gloomy and fucked up, depending on how you want to look at it, half full, half empty. But just a few people control all the wealth in the world. Control corporations that make decisions that affect everyone's life on this fucking rock. How fucked up is that? Just to think about that, huh? Anyway, I don't want to sit here right now and talk politics and all that shit, because boy, gotta talk politics right now. I've been looking for cool tweets to have my assistant Friday read on my Friday edition, Pato's favorite tweets. But everything right now is very politically charged. You got Elon Musk, who bought Twitter, and then all these fucking right-wingers think that, that's our license to be the assholes we were when the other guy was president. And you got most people who have a tendency to lean left, have a tendency to, use their intellect, and they're like, oh, this is going to become a shit show. Maybe I should leave. And then other people that are urging those people not to leave in order to be the resistance. So it's like a big clusterfuck in politics and Elon Musk. And what do you think about Elon Musk buying Twitter? And that's what those tweets have been about. So it's kind of hard. Very slim pickings on my favorite tweets this week. What I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that it's been hard. So I'm tired. Plus, on top of that, I have, what do I have? I guess I'm getting tired already. Lack of sleep it's a horrible thing. I guess that's why in those movies we see how they deprive prisoners of sleep so that they can torture them and make them talk. geez, I guess I'm gonna spill the beans here, right? Now, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that okay, I want to talk a little bit about Moon Knight, and that is a series on Disney that, wow, if it was a movie, I would be, Mickey, take my motherfucking money. It's one of the reasons why right now I'm cheering for the mouse. Usually I'm not happy with the prices at the theme parks. I'm like, Mickey, what the fuck, man? You greedy fuck. But right now, for some reason, the political bullshit in Florida, Mickey versus the mouse, or no, well, no, versus the rat, actually. Mouse versus the rat. Anyway, all I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, it's kind of like cool to have a reason to cheer for the mouse. And, Moon Knight is the other reason. It's one of those, reminds me of when I was a younger youngster, and they would tell me, we're going to Disneyland. And, young Pato would be like, Disneyland, yay! It's one of those things. So right now, older version of me is enjoying Moon Knight. 5 episodes, I've watched them all. It's a clusterfuck. I'm not gonna spoil too much of it. All I'm gonna tell you is that for a minute they've expanded a little bit more. When I was up to the 4th episode, when I was having some questions like, did everything we've been watching up until this point has it been the delusions of a madman? Somebody who is in a psychiatric ward, and his nemesis, of course, is the doctor who's treating him and holding him there against his will. This 5th episode did a good job at explaining, or sort of taking us a little bit further into that world. It's a total clusterfuck. You gotta watch it. You gotta pay attention. So many visual clues, so many things. But if I have to describe Moon Knight so far, I would say it's a combination of The Mummy Returns, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Batman, and I don't know, maybe a little Deadpool in there. But the main character is flawed to the fucking core. To begin with, split personality. One of the personalities, Mark Spector. He is like the CIA, FBI, kick-ass motherfucker. The other one, Steve Grant, British historian. Specialty looks like is Egyptology, since he knows a lot about Egypt history. And like I said, speaks with a British accent, of course. And the other one, Mark, speaks with an American twang. So he's already fucked up from the get-go right there, split personality. On top of that, he's possessed by the Egyptian god Khonshu, vulture-looking thing, god, moon god. So that's where he gets his powers. That's where Moon Knight comes from, and it's crazy because you got all 3 motherfuckers there inside his head. So you gotta follow along. You gotta see where it's going. This final episode kind of gave us a little. I'm not gonna spoil it as much as I want to spoil it. I'm not going to, because it's a fun ride. If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. But I'm just saying, if I'm saying anything, like I said, this last episode kind of revealed who the real personality is. You got Mark Spector, Steve Grant. Only one of them is like the original personality, and it gives you a little background of where the split personality came from and all that. So this 5th episode is fucking awesome. So I'm just gonna say, watch it. I'm enjoying it. I don't know what else to tell you people right now, except that, fuck, man, it's a nice break from all the bullshit that's going around the world. Like I said, from political issues, Congress people who can't spell Mickey, to Elon bought Twitter and all the shit that goes along with all that. Anyway, you motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes, thank you for joining along. Also, if you're listening to this, Saturday at noon, Arizona time, which is, I think, Mountain Standard Time, gonna have a space. The Podcast Shack is hosting a space, and I'm gonna be the primary speaker. Obviously, we're relaunching Tales from the Guard Shack. If you've been following us for a while, you know that many moons ago, when we first started podcasting in 2017, 2018, we started in December of 2017. So late 2017, early 2018, we were on fire and we were trying to do all these crazy things. So we launched something called Tales from the Guard Shack, which is supposed to be stories from security guards, people that, funny stories, spooky stories, weird, eerie shit, and just regular everyday bullshit, that people that work in the security field get to witness, kind of put a positive spin on that field of work, because we all know Hollywood always treats security guards like idiots. And I've worked with some individuals that are prime examples of why Hollywood treats security guards like idiots. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is those, as the cops would say, those bad apples, But there's a lot of good people, a lot of good kick-ass people that work in this field. For some people like moi, it's like a second job. It's one of those things that we do because it's we have several jobs in one. And to be honest, I've been involved in the security field since '93 in one way or another, whether it be my primary job or a secondary part-time job. I've maintained contact with that world. So, like I said, I know there's the good ones. I know there's the bad ones. Yeah, I'm one of those annoying, not annoying. I'm not the annoying one that tries to be a cop because I'm very I'm not anti-cop. I am just, I know where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that we're going to have that space. I'm going to be kicking off some stories, how I got into security, how some of the funny shit I've seen and witnessed and experienced. And but this time around, we're not going to do what we did last time. Last time we did something that endangered somebody's livelihood because we were at the place of employment at the time that person was working. So we're not going to do that anymore. What we're going to do this time is do it, we've learned from our mistakes. So we're going to do it a little bit more smartly. Is that even a fucking word? Maybe we're just gonna fuck this all up. No, we're gonna do it smarter, where no names, nothing that reveals that person's accounts, informations, or anything that might get them in trouble, because we don't want to fuck anybody's money up. That's important. So that being said, Saturday, 12 p.m., Twitter Space, hosted by the Podcast Shack, and I'm trying to see if I can get the troops. I know K-Dog used to work security, so I mean that's how we met. And I don't know, he might be able to join us. Like I said, it's one of those things that I'm gonna have to get with him. I'm gonna see if I can get my buddy from Rebellion. He's worked in the security field as well, so he knows. I mean, although he's younger and he hasn't experience as much as we have. I mean, actually, you know what? Scratch that. He's been working in that field, or he's worked in that field long enough to have seen some weird shit. So you never know. I mean, it is what it is. And of course, all you motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes out there that may have worked as security guards at one point in time, or maybe in the office, or about the industry because you work directly with people like that. Anyway, it's happening Saturday, 12 p.m. I hope that you guys show up for it. I've even violated one of my internal rules. You know how the Fight Club, rule number 1, you don't talk about the Fight Club. Well, I kind of treat Twitter the same way with my Facebook peoples. Twitter, I don't talk about Twitter with Facebook peeps, but I know some Facebook peeps that are in the field. So I kind of want to bring them over, but I kind of don't. It's kind of like I feel like I don't want to bring Facebook people over here and have them fuck everything up, because some Facebook is more for family, where you pretend that you have a beautiful, wonderful